One thing that is often neglected to be spoken about in our martial arts training is recovery. Everyone wants to go 100 miles an hour all the time, but we're going to end up hitting a wall where progression stops happening and injuries start to creep in. So this video, I'm going to talk to you about a few ways we can help to recover more efficiently, more effectively, and to keep you progressing long term without those stops on the way. Now, the first point, and probably the least glamorous, the most boring, is rest. We must rest, have rest days or rest periods where we can allow our body to just recover and do nothing. As martial artists, we always think that we need to do more and more and more in order to progress, which to some extent is of course true, but we also need to pull back sometimes and allow our bodies to catch up with that kind of work we've put it through. Your body kind of grows really or improves when you are in that down period, when you're resting. Yeah, so you're putting your body through that intense training. Maybe you're in the gym, you're doing your sparring sessions, you're in the dojo going through your kion and kata. When you're resting is when your body recovers, allowing the tendons and ligaments and muscles to recover from that intense movements that we've been doing. So the first point is just to rest. I try to at least have one rest day a week, and I'm also guilty of this as well. I've been training for nearly 25 years, and it's taken me a long time to kind of appreciate a rest day. I used to want to train every single day, because I'd think the people that are resting, I'm getting ahead of because I'm training. But in reality, you're probably digging yourself into a deeper pit of injury and under recovery. So it's best to have that rest day so you can shoot forwards again, catapult forwards. You're progressing a little bit, take that little rest, and then shoot forwards with a new refreshed body, ready to go again. So I touched on this next point in my last point, nutrition. We must make sure we're eating enough calories and enough protein and carbohydrates in order to replenish our body and recover. If we are constantly in a caloric deficit, we're going to be digging ourselves into a pit of under recovery, as I said earlier. Okay, so we are different from kind of the sedentary person. We are putting more demand on our body, so we need a higher amount of calories to fuel that. And fueling recovery is important as well. So we're not simply fueling the session, but we're fueling our kind of growth post session. So we must make sure that we are growing. We must make sure that we are filling our bodies up with the right fuels in order to come back stronger. And this, of course, means good foods. And what I mean by good foods really is foods that are high in protein, lower in sugar. Fats are good. We need fats to function hormonally and properly. So don't avoid fats. And just a general balance of macros. I personally try to aim for around 200 grams of protein per day. You can work it out yourself roughly by having around 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Now, an easy way to do this, I like to track my macros. So I will use an app like MyFitnessPal, and I'll track all my food. I'll weigh it all out and make sure that I know what I'm getting. So it's not a guessing game. I know exactly what I'm getting every day, and I have my targets to reach. And as I said, that 200 grams of protein, I hit it every day, and the other macros take care of themselves as a result of that, really. Now, the third point is more active recovery. So what I want to think about doing is some mobility work, some stretching, maybe some light cardio, and I mean very light, like walking or gentle cycling or something like this, just to get the blood flowing through the body. But really stretching is a good one because it's low intensity, and we can obviously use that to benefit our martial arts as well because we're stretching. So I would chuck in some stretching sessions in between normal sessions, but very light, nothing where you're pushing yourself too hard. Probably best to focus on the lower half of the body predominantly, especially if you're kicking a lot. But of course, don't neglect the upper body. Make sure we're also stretching the thoracic area, the shoulders, even the neck, the lower back, mid back. All these areas we need to be covering. But a light stretch on those rest days or around your training sessions is going to be beneficial in order to maybe speed up that recovery or recover better even. The final point is some kind of therapy, self-therapy. So what I'm talking about with this is, having like a hot bath to soften the muscles up, let the blood flow through the muscles. Some massage, some light massage on your body. Obviously, you can do that yourself or get up someone else to do that. Foam rolling is okay. We can do that kind of thing. The massage guns, also, that kind of thing's okay. Just anything to just kind of work some blood into the muscle, loosen some bits off, and help you out really. But for me, the best thing usually when I feel tightness and kind of under recovered, a hot bath is good because it just gets everything loosened up, back into a kind of a sort of a more flexible state, and just promotes that blood flow through the body. Blood flow obviously brings nutrients through the body, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring the nutrients from our diet earlier through the body to recover. Okay, so we're trying to get everything into those muscles, get the blood flow in, the oxygen, everything into the muscles, just to help that recovery process speed along just a little. I hope that's been helpful. Don't forget, it's the less glamorous side of things, but recovery is very important if we're talking about making progress long term. If you like this video, please share it with some of your training partners. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what else you'd like to see, and subscribe and press the notification button so that you get all the videos coming to your notifications. Okay, so you don't miss anything. Check out some of the older ones. I've got lots of kicking tutorials, various different things, weight training, everything involving martial arts. So check all that out, and I'll see you next time.